Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Whisky Taste Buds Friday happy hour. It's been one heck of a week for me after being off work for about a month and a half. I got called back to work this week, so hit the ground running on Monday, and I've been putting in full hours all week. And my body is sore. I'm tired, but feels good to be earning an income again. Hope everybody else had a good week. Not sure who's on right now, but hello. Don't be shy. Say hi if you want. Got a special lineup of mystery drams to share with you guys tonight. I'm going to go through each one, sample them, and then see if I can guess what they are. All I know, hey John and Jody, how are you? All I know is that they're local distilleries. I'm wondering if maybe they might elaborate on what they consider local. Is it Vancouver Island? Is it BC? Or is it like Western Canada? But we'll get there. Oh, okay, Island. Okay. All island whiskeys. Interesting. Or are they all whiskeys? Okay, all Vancouver Island whiskeys. All right. Should be fun. What's everybody else poured themselves tonight so far? I haven't drank any whiskey yet. I'm just drinking some cold beer to start palate cleansing. Whiskey-ish. Oh, okay. So some maybe not necessarily matured 3 years. Gotcha. All right. So we're going to get going here. Who else is in here watching right now? Anybody want to say hey? I know Brandy's watching from over there.
Like, I didn't do that. Hi. There you go. It's my camera.
What is that I am drinking? I'm drinking a Pacific Pilsner. Yeah, it's one of the cheapest beers you can get, but it's actually
tastes good.
Nice, refreshing, not offensive, easy drinking. Made in Prince George, British Columbia, for what it's worth. John and Jody say hey.
Hello.
Hey Russell, what's up, my friend? For those of you who know about the Zoom tastings, last Friday was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing the next one. Don't really want to wait a month, but I think we'll have to, because I don't think we could do anything more than that. But John and Jody say hi.
Hi.
She says hi back. And Bella says hi too.
Every time I do that, she barks.
Yeah, so the next one sold out really fast, like filled up really fast, which is awesome. And now I've got like 5 people so far on the wait list, Steven. Hello, Wendy and Greg. So that's cool too, because if we get like up to like 10, I said minimum 10 people on the wait list, and I'll see if I can order another set of whiskeys and just add them to the group. So, but it has to be at least 10 for me to not be out of pocket too much. So the more the merrier. But yeah, super excited. It's going to be fun. And there might be even some other surprises in your package this time as well. And I love the fact that people are sort of banding together in their communities to try and save on shipping. It makes it more affordable for everybody, so that's great. And I don't mind putting more than one set of whiskeys in each package, as long as they all fit and don't break or leak. Russell, what are you drinking tonight, my friend? Some of that Dalwhinnie 15. That's pretty good whiskey. It's nice. It's sweet, but not over the top. I had about half a bottle of that given to me once a while back from a friend of mine who was not a whiskey drinker, and I think it sat open in his cabinet for quite some time. Yeah, and so it wasn't the freshest of bottles, but still drinkable, and it was still pretty good. Cider, nice. Rock Creek cider, nice. John and Jody are drinking number 1. Okay, well, I better catch up then. So here we go. Number 1, local distillery, being Vancouver Island local. Try not to pour whiskey all over my computer. Did anybody see FoodQuig's sample review of the Octomore 10.4 that I sent him? This smells familiar, but it should, because it's Vancouver Island. Yeah, so FoodQuig, I sent him a sample of the Octomore 10.4 Virgin Oak because I thought it was, I was just so impressed by it, the fact that it was a 3-year-old whiskey and everything. But he had, he had some good things to say about it, but he already had some sort of preconceived thoughts on Riccati in general, or at least Octomore in general. So I don't know if he gave it like a fair chance, because Octomore, I think a lot of people have their nose out of joint with Octomore because it's so expensive. But it was interesting to watch him go through the through his little tasting regime that he does, if you can bear to sit through it all.
There's nothing in them.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
I'm getting just a lot of oak on the nose on this one. Oak spices.
Not like what you had in your glass out there.
So, distilleries on the island. Let's go through. We got Shelter Point, of course. We got Arbutus in Nanaimo, but they've done very, very little whiskey. They have done some, but not, or whiskey type spirit, but not much. Divine in Saanich. Caledonia. Oh, nice. Glencaddon Origin. Can't wait to try that one. Getting some citrus on the nose now, too. Cleo says, hello, everyone. She can't help herself. She knows when I'm on. Bit of
I'm also
cloves.
dealing with tuna. Leo.
Are all four are from different distilleries. Okay. Interesting. So
Leo.
I just listed the 4 distilleries. Shelter Point, Arbutus, Divine, Caledonia. Seymour Island distilleries that make whiskey. Oh, well, Wayward doesn't do whiskey, no. But I think Sheringham did something, didn't they? Okay, I'm gonna sample this.
Cleo, come here. Oh, yeah, me.
That tastes very familiar. That sounds very familiar. Nonstop.
What's that?
I love elderly cats. That's very nice. I'm thinking it's probably not matured in full-size casks. And as a result, probably not 3 years old. Or if it is, then it's just a little over-oaked. But, and fairly young. But, yummy. I'm not going to guess which is which until I've tried all 4. Because it's my show, and I'll do what I want.
Ooh, are you all high and mighty?
Oh, okay. So this one's got different color to it. Okay, this is number 2. Keep these organized. So just to give you guys comparison, I don't know if you can see, but this one's quite a bit lighter.
That was number 1?
Number 1. And this is number 2.
Keep them straight at him. No, I want to hear is Chris Stapleton.
I'm not sure if that first one is oh, see, it's after it sat in a glass for a while. I'm getting almost sawdusty notes on it now. Yep, all island distilleries. I'm not certain that's Divine. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until I've tried all 4 before I take any guesses. But this one is richer, darker, bolder nose to it. This one smells familiar to me as well. Oh, okay. So it looks like we have a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Russell guessed, is it the first one, a Divine Glensanich? And John and Jody are saying yippers. So there you go. Beat me to it.
Whoop, whoop. Yay, Russell!
Something funky on that nose there, though. I didn't get it right away. I just got oak right away off the nose. I need water spoon.
Yes, I'm trying to look at the recipe.
But sorry. No. So this is not Divine. My mistake. Russell asked, "Are they all island distilleries?" And that's what John and Jody were saying yes to. Not that it's not a Divine. I didn't think so. Okay. So to clarify, number one is not Divine Glensanich. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep track of all of this while I go on through this. I have a feeling I know what number two is. Just on the nose. Yep. Fairly certain I know what that is. But I'm not going to guess until I've gone through all four. From here, it smells like Shelter Point number two. I don't know. Is that just because you think I'm a Shelter Point nut? Because I am. This is number three. Ooh. There's color number three. A lot of oak on this one as well. Getting a bit of a Play-Doh note on this one. Interesting. That one does not taste very familiar to me. For anybody, if you guys can hear a bunch of stuff going on in the background, Brandy's just making dinner. So that's what that is.
Sorry.
What's up, Leon? Happy Friday, my friend. Palate cleanser. For anybody that just joined us, we're going through some local Vancouver Island distillery mysteries drams. So I got to try and pick my way through which dram goes to which distillery, and I'm told all four of them are from different distilleries. And we'll call them whiskey or whiskey-like spirits. Save some dinner? You coming over? Oh, right. Social distancing. What is that? Number 4. It's clear.
Oh, is that new make?
Interesting. So this is New Make Spirit. This is never touched wood.
You've never touched wood.
And it smells lovely. For all of you that are going through your whiskey journey, if and when you ever get a chance to try New Make Spirit, which means it's alcohol as soon as they're done distilling before it goes into any type of barrel or cask, do it. It's a key. It's crucial in your whiskey journey to know what whiskey tastes like before it's whiskey. And you can tell a lot by the quality of the New Make Spirit before it has ever touched wood. So highly recommend if you ever get a chance in any situation. I think I know what this is. The world's best New Make. Oh, is that a dig there, Leon? World's best New Make, a la Macaroni. All right. That's very good. It's got some kind of citrusy notes to it, and some hay, some grass clippings. Well. So I think the best thing to do.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think the best thing to do, first of all, before you send me pics, is just sort of tell me the 4 distilleries, and then I'll kind of go from there. But before you do that,
You're so demanding.
I have one question for you. Are any of them Shelter Point? Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So John and Jody are going to send me the. Well, I don't know if you don't have to send me the pics. If you want to just tell me in the messages here. Whatever's easiest for you. If you want to send me the pics, send me the pics, or just tell me in the messages what the 4 drams are, and I'll try and guess which is which. Okay, Russell wants to take some cracks at it. And so do Wendy and Greg. Sorry, I've got a nose hair making my nose all itchy. Blind guesses. Hey, Kevin. Welcome. Happy Friday. Kevin, I just went through 4 mystery drams, all from Vancouver Island distilleries. And I was supposed to try and guess which is which. And I got to admit, I'm actually a little stumped. And this one is what appears to be new make. Russell has asked me to hold up the darker one. Ah, Phillips. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully new make and not hand sanitizer. I like your confidence, Russell. Just throwing them out there like that. It's good. It's tricky, though. Gotta be faster. Dinner's ready. What do you want me to do? Drink faster? Drink faster? Yeah. What are you drinking tonight, Leon? Lucky? Okay, John and Jody, before you answer Russell's guesses, just tell him, first of all, if he got any right, and then if he did, just tell him how many he got right, but don't say which ones. Oh, that's smart. Yes, I'm going to be joining them. For anybody that's interested, well, I'm hopefully going to be joining them, but for anybody that's interested, 7:30 on the Drams Association YouTube channel. Adam Bradshaw is going to be doing the May outturn for the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and it looks like there's some pretty interesting ones in the new outturn. I think one of them is even a Kalila, which sounds amazing. Russell Campbell got 2 right. Good job, Russ. Oh, Hoyne Pilsner. Ooh, nice. Moving up in the world, my friend. Okay. So, I'm going to have to agree with Russell on the Sheringham New Make. Number 4. Am I correct, John and Jody, in saying that number 4 is Sheringham New Make? Or whatever they call it. Williams White. Hold tight. Getting some feedback via text here. Yes. Sheringham Williams White New Make. Bottled at 45% ABV. That's fantastic. I really look forward to seeing what they can do with aging whiskey. Hopefully they are, and hopefully they're doing them in decent sized casks as well. So Russ, your guesses were number 1 was Phillips. There it is. All right. These are my guesses. I have to agree with Russell on number 1. I think it's Phillips, even though I've never tried it before. I think number 2 is Divine Ancient Grains. And I think 3 is Shelter Point. Those are my guesses. But which Shelter Point? Damn you, Russell.
What about the ancient? No.
Nice. Nailed it. Woo! What is number 3? What Shelter Point?
Artisanal cask. The blue one. No, yeah. Oak finish. The light blue one. And yeah, easy. Oh! Whoa!
Thanks, John and Jody.
That's not it.
Shelter Point. I don't.
That's not open.
No. No. I'm not sure what Shelter Point it is. That's number 3, Shelter Point. Leon says, hi, Brandy.
Hi. Single cask relief sunset since a year.
No, that's the rye. I don't.
Because that's what I thought. It kind of had that rye smell to it. But
No, it's not Montfort. Is it just a straight up artisanal single malt?
Not like rye to me. They're rye.
Nope. May not have tried this yet.
Oh.
I haven't tried a Shelter Point.
What is this travesty?
All right. So what am I drinking here? Because that's what almost threw me off, was it didn't taste like any of the Shelter Points that I was familiar with, but it had that, and that's what sealed the deal when I was trying to go for the tasting notes. I got that classic maltiness that made me decide that this was a Shelter Point. But I've got texts. Hang on a sec here. Oh, wow. Okay, so number 1 was the Phillips Small Talk. Number 2 was the Ancient Grains quarter cask. And number 3 was a Montfort District Lot 141.
What?
But it doesn't taste like my Montfort Lot 141. Or does it? Shall I compare? Or did I just kill that bottle recently? Hang on. Nope, I got something. Okay, let's try this. So this is from Field to Flask, August 2017, bottled in August 2017 at 46% ABV. Montfort Lot 141, pardon me. The one I have is from Field to Flask, Montfort Lot 41, batch 2018, bottled at 46% ABV. Yeah, so it's 1 year newer than the one I have. So yeah, this will be interesting to compare 2 different Montforts. My year says it's batch 2018. So, all whiskey from barley grown on Lot 141 in Oyster River. 2 different batches. Well, I've been loving the one I have. Huge color difference. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but the 2018 is a lot darker than the 2017. Hello, Deborah. Welcome to the party. My nose seems like extremely sensitive to oak just today. I don't know. It's weird. It's like every glass I stick my nose in, all I get is oak. Yeah, pre and post Leon Montforts.
Ooh. Let me see.
It's very similar, but the 2018 just seems to me like it's richer.
Let me see.
It's got a little more to it. The 2017 is lighter. It has that
Oh,
It has that maltiness, that classic Shelter Point maltiness, but I had to search for it. It wasn't like up front in your face like the 2018 Mumford is. Very, very cool.
This one is richer.
Yeah. It's even like I'm not a big fan of doing the look at the legs, but if you do look at the legs, it's oilier. If that's an actual word.
You're oilier.
And yeah, cool. Oh yeah. Oh. This from my bottle, the 2018, is what I attribute to being Montfort. And this one threw me off because it's so different. It's still good, don't get me wrong. But it's lighter.
Oh, man. Okay.
Delicious. If I was totally ignorant and had to guess, I had no idea, I would almost just say this is the 2018 is like a cask strength version of this one. But it's not. It's 46. Interesting. Very interesting. So thank you, John and Jody, for that. That was cool. Well, I didn't necessarily get it. I think I guessed that the Shelter Point was the artisanal single malt, but I did guess that it was a Shelter Point. So that was fun. I think most people, just by some of the comments they made on number 2, assumed or figured that number 2 was a Shelter Point. But the Divine Quarter Cask, Ancient Grains, has a very distinct nose and a very distinct flavor, and it has that beautiful color from a smaller cask. And so I knew right away, even though it was the darkest of all 4 of them, that it was not Shelter Point, even though typically Shelter Point whiskeys are darker, like the Montfort. Yeah, I don't have the cask strength Ancient Grains either, but I would love to get my hands on some. I was actually going to send Kevin a little note and see if he'd be willing to send me up a sample, because I would love to compare the two. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, now my nose is completely shot. So, Leon, when's the next... well, first of all, when's the next release of anything other than sanitizer? And second of all, when's the next release of the next Montfort? You had some Ancient Grains? Yeah, I think I remember that. It's really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about all the whiskey, craft whiskey stuff that's going on. The craft whiskey scene in BC is just getting ready to just like blow up, and there's a lot of craft whiskeys in BC that I quite enjoy, but I think a lot of them struggle with the volume that they're doing, and because of the lack of volume they're doing, they're toying with these quarter casks and half casks and all this stuff, and they can usually find a nice whiskey in there, or a whiskey like spirit, but I think it's really holding them back. If they can get to the point where they can start filling full cask, I don't know, for whatever reason, it works for that 3-year period. to like minimum 3 years to call it a whiskey, you got to have it in a big cask. If you, so many craft whiskeys I've tasted are like show promise, but just have that little bit too much oak exposure. Okay, so to catch up on the comments here. Okay, so the second Montfort was aged a little bit more, makes it a little more richer. Wheat whiskey should be coming out soon. So that is the wheat whiskey you guys made that not long ago, correct? Or did you make some a long time ago? Did you guys make some wheat whiskey 3 years ago? And then Montfort later this year. Cool. Ooh. Smoke Point single cask might be in the premium spirits release. That just raises a whole bunch of other questions for me. Like, are you guys going government? Does that mean you're like foregoing the craft thing, or? Okay, so the wheat whiskey's a few years old. And was that wheat malted or unmalted? Because I know the stuff that you guys recently did was malted. So you're going into government liquor stores, which is fantastic news for so many people in BC that struggle to find your guys' whiskey. But you're still keeping your craft status. That's fantastic. So it's malted wheat. Interesting. How different from the Echoes of the Hebrides, which is a Strath exclusive, would be from the single cask Smoke Point? Well, you just have to wait and find out, I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's some real gems, Kevin. I had a pleasure of sampling some cask strength Smoke Point, if you will, or the Lafroig barrel, and it was amazing. So I am super excited about that. Well, Leon, if you need any help selecting the cask, I'm in, buddy. We can even do that 6 feet apart if you want. We'll just take turns. That's what you guys need to do. Shelter Point needs a tasting panel, and we can do it on Zoom. We can do a Zoom Shelter Point tasting panel. You send us a bunch of cask samples, and we'll all sit down and we'll go through them together and vote. And then you guys, whichever one gets the most votes, gets to go ahead. I like it. Make it happen. I haven't even opened my Smoke Point yet because I was just like, I used to like think, okay, I'll open it because I saw it in a bunch of the private liquor stores, and I'm like, oh, there's plenty out there. And now I can't find it anywhere, so I feel like I have to hang on to it. Next time I'm buying 2, damn it. Absolutely. A Zoom getting shit-faced panel, yep. That's the way to do it, Russ. Hide them. You'll find them years later and be like, ooh, hello. Still 3 in Gibson's. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, they had a whole bunch in a bunch of the private liquor stores around here. So I was like, no worries. But for whatever reason, I couldn't bring myself to open it, the one I had. And then the last time I went through all those liquor stores, they're all gone. So I'm like, well, maybe I should hang on to this one then. But I do know you guys have like another 180 Lefroy casks in the warehouse. So I knew there was going to be more coming. So back to the wheat whiskey, Leon. A couple of questions for you. When I'm guessing it's Gambrinus that did the malting for you. When they're malting wheat whiskey or wheat, does the grain produce enough enzymes to do the conversions all by itself, or do you have to add enzymes to that? Because I know barley is pretty much self-sufficient when you malt barley. I would think that as long as they did the germination process completely, it should probably be sufficient. But just curious how different malting wheat is to malting barley, and then in the same regards, how different distilling wheat is in regards to barley. I get the mash will be different and everything, but you don't have to add enzymes for wheat. Very cool. I am super excited to try a malted wheat whiskey. Has anybody that you know of, has anybody done that already? Or are you guys like leading the charge here? Yes, I have, Leon. I have let Leon try the Last Mountain wheat whiskey. It doesn't say anywhere on the bottle whether it's malted or unmalted. I'm guessing it's probably unmalted, but it'd be an interesting question to maybe contact them and find out. Well, Kevin, I'm pretty sure that we can probably handle hook you up with anything that Shelter Point ever releases as long as I wake up early enough. Yeah, John, I don't know. Again, with the malted Last Mountain, I don't know if it's malted or not. It'll be really interesting to compare them. Yeah, I think even like a lot of the wheat whiskeys out there will have a portion of rye added to it, much like Canadian rye whiskey will be mostly corn or wheat with rye added to it. So another question for the wheat whiskey that's about to be released. How old is it, and what kind of maturation has it been through? What barrels has it seen? What wood? I'm thinking because wheat would probably be quite a light spirit, you could probably get away with doing some pretty cool stuff with maturation, but it would be hard to maintain, like not overpower the subtle wheat flavors. You wouldn't want to just expose it to some crazy strong oak flavors or wine flavors or something like that, and then lose the spirit character. 5-year-old ex-bourbon. Yeah, I think that would probably work. Like I said, any kind of weird cask maturation might just totally overpower the wheat. My guess would be. "100% wheat whiskey, Saskatchewan's first single cask wheat whiskey made with wheat from the Brewster Farm in Earl Grey, Saskatchewan." Yeah, but they don't say whether it's malted or not. I know typically in Scotland, the grain distilleries use wheat, but I think it's all unmalted, if I'm not mistaken. When you visited the distillery, you're sure they said it was malted. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's why I'm a big fan of, like, the more information a distillery can put on the bottle, the better. For us whiskey geeks. Indeed. As far as these other whiskeys go, Phillips.
I got burnt today. I got burnt.
Did you? Brandy had some sun time today. She got a little burnt. Phillips, something's off there. I feel like they either used really small casks and left them in too long, or they put some like staves or wood chips or something in their whiskey to expose it to wood. So it just, I don't know. It doesn't taste too good to me. Ancient grains, I love ancient grains. It's got just the right amount of oak exposure for a quarter cask. It's rich, creamy, smooth, mouth coating. Got some beautiful flavors in there, notes in there. I really like what they're doing at Divine, and I look forward to being able to go and visit them again. Okay, so Russell, my information guru here, is just saying Phillips BC Pinot Noir wine barrel with whiskey that aged in 3 American bourbon barrels, soaked in advance with dark, full-bodied Phillips beer. Sounds wonderful, but I'm not digging it. Too much wood. Getting a lot of on the palate now after it's sat in the glass for a bit. Like a grapefruit note. Some citrus. Almost a bit hoppy. So maybe that's the beer soaked cask. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. I mean, definitely try it if you guys get a chance. Try it, but not my thing. So that's a fairly newly opened bottle too. Okay. Okay, Kevin, thanks for joining us. We'll chat soon. Hopefully, going to do another little session on Sunday. I've got some special more samples, and these are all Lefroy whiskeys. Okay, Russ, thanks for joining. It's been fun. Thanks for all your help. I love all the information you throw out there for us. But this Sheringham White, I like this. I look forward to seeing what they can do with maturation. Light and citrusy, but it's not like offensive in any way. It's nice. So just to recap for anybody that have joined late, I did mystery samples from for whiskeys or whiskey-like spirits from Vancouver Island distilleries in BC on Vancouver Island. The first one ended up being Phillips Small Talk. Phillips is actually a brewery down in Victoria. They started out as a brewery, and now they're making spirits as well. Yeah, the Sheringham aged whiskey got great reviews, but it sold very fast. It was very sought after. The same goes for Divine now. They're just like if they do like a special release, limited release, and it's just gone. You have to enter a lottery to win it. Speaking of Divine, number 2 was Divine Distilleries in Saanich. And it was Ancient Grains quarter cask. Lovely whiskey. I've got some on my shelf. Number 3 was a Shelter Point Montfort Lot 141, which is a field to flask whiskey, which means they grew the barley on the farm. It's unmalted. They milled it, they distilled it, and bottled it right there on the farm, matured it, everything. And it won all kinds of accolades over the years. This was a 2017 bottling, and I compared it to my 2018 bottling. Found the 2017 was quite lovely, but very much lighter whiskey. The 2018 was rich, more rich, full-bodied, oily, bigger flavors. The 4th one was completely clear, new make spirit, more or less. I think it's been watered down a bit, 45% ABV, from Sheringham Distillery down in Souk, or near Souk. One sec.
I know, but he doesn't know what to do.
Just turn the timer off.
Yeah, he can turn the timer off.
Sorry, dinner's ready.
He doesn't like to. Dinner is not ready. Dinner is ready to have it altered.
So anyway, new make spirit. Never touched any oak for maturation. Really interesting experience. This is a really nice tasting new make spirit. It's very encouraging. They're doing the right things at Sheringham. And like I said earlier, to anybody that wasn't there before, if you ever get a chance to try Distillery's New Make, highly recommend it. You can learn a lot, and it's a vital part of your whiskey journey, is to learn what New Make tastes like. I also recommend trying trying bad whiskeys as well. I think that was a big part of my learning curve and still is. Tasting what an awful whiskey tastes like. Because quite often I find like I'm like, how can I be a whiskey connoisseur? I seem to like all of them, which isn't true. There's some out there that I don't care for. But
there's lots that I don't care about.
But yeah, big part of the journey. Try new make before you learn a lot about wood influence on a spirit.
It tastes just like it smells.
Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me. And tune in again. Let's say whenever Brandy's done drinking the glass. Let's say Sunday at same time, 6:30. What the hell? Or what do you guys think? Would you like to do it earlier, before dinner, or after dinner? Maybe Sunday night would be better after dinner. Let's do.
Definitely Friday nights are not good with the kids.
Let's do Sunday at 7.
Am I working?
7 o'clock. Let's do Sunday at 7.
Am I working?
Anyway. Thanks again for joining me, you guys. Thanks, John and Jody, for the drams. And yeah, go check out the Outturn on Dram Association. Dessert drams, indeed.
I want to see your faces.
Miss you guys all, and talk to you soon.